Welcome to the Meditation Realm, Planeswalkers. I'm Caleb, your guide through these blind eternities. And in today's video, we open up a secret lair for one of my viewers. We're going to see what he gets lucky with in his bonus slots here. But we've got a few of the new secret lairs. We got the March of the Machines, volumes 1 through 3. And a nice, cool ocean breeze to go with this nice summer weather. We'll leave that for last, and we'll start off with our first showcase, March of the Machines cards. Secret lairs, I feel you really got to pay attention to as far as what cards are going in there. Art is always subjective, so if you love art, always grab something that you think looks awesome, but value-wise, it's really kind of hit and miss depending on the cards they choose to reprint. I like that they've been doing different thank you for being a part of Secret Lair cardboard inserts to protect it, and a little different art for your viewership. Alright, so... Alright, we'll check out the cards in part number 1 of the March of the Machine showcase. It looks like they're all in the Halo foil. We have Wheel and Deal. As the name implies, it's a wheel card for Commander. We have Questing Beast. Ooh. The Halo foiling does look pretty sweet on a lot of these cards. And I do like that they did this old school showcase frame for the sets. Questing Beast is a very strong card. It's very fun to play in Commander and very powerful. I've seen some people build it as a Commander. It can definitely work. It's super strong. We have an Olivia Valderin. And then we have Walking Ballista, another powerhouse card in multiple formats. Commander, Modern. I don't know if Legacy plays it, but it's definitely a strong powerhouse card. And then we have the World Tree. Definitely looks sweet. Again, I'm quite a big fan of that Halo foiling. And the bonus card that he got was a Mesmeric Sliver for this. The slivers seem to be the most common cards to get for your bonus slots right now, and some of them are more valuable than others. A lot of these are worth less than $5, but there's some high value slivers. Alright. Pretty sweet. Again, I like the Halo foiling that they're doing, and they don't seem to be as common. But then again, Wizards has a habit if something looks really good, they tend to continue to make it over and over again in sets. It's kind of like with foil etched, we get it basically every set now. Alright, and then we're on to the second showcase, March of the Machines. Thank you. Alright, and it's also Halo foiled. Let's see what goodies are in volume number 2. There we go. We have a Higure, the Still Wind. Get some ninjutsu action in. Nezahal, the Primal Tide. This guy sees some play in Commander. I've had fun with him. The fact that you draw a lot of cards off him whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, and that helps feed his last ability to be able to make it so that you can protect himself, basically. I used to play him a lot back in the old days. He seems a little slower now, but still viable. And then we got a Dragon Lord Kolaghan. Pretty sweet art. Big fan of using this in Dragon Tribal decks. He's very strong to be able to search out. We got Mina and Den, Wildborn. Another great card for lands, decks, matters. And awesome sweet art, too, to go with the Halo foiling. And it's interesting that it kind of looks like the Halo foiling is different with every card. I don't know if the Halo foiling varies on each version of, like, Dragon Lord Kolaghan, if, like, each... if the foiling will look different on each one, or if the Halo foiling will be the same on each Dragon Lord. But you can see the clear difference in Halo foiling between Mina and Den here and Dragon Lord Kolaghan. So it's pretty sweet. It's definitely going to add some, I think, collectability to some of these if you get a different styling of Halo foiling that looks more unique. And then our last Halo foil is Xantcha, Sleeper Agent. This was a particularly fun one of mine to play as a Commander for a while, and a great card to play in Commander decks. A lot of fun to be able to give this to somebody and just watch your Commander beat face on somebody else's board. The bonus card we have is a Magma Sliver. Pretty sweet art. Don't know how much value that one is, but definitely a sweet one. I know a lot of people like the slivers, and we got a new sliver commander deck coming up in the Commander Masters. So if you're building that, I highly recommend getting some of these slivers before they start jumping up in price. We're on to the last of the showcase March of the Machines Secret Lairs. Thank you for joining me. And it is also, again, another Halo foiled out. I've noticed that it seems to vary from each Secret Lair if we get this plastic covering for the cards or if we get that more paper style. I don't know if it's just from like the place that prints the cards and they're shipping it differently, or if some of these haven't gotten to using all paper. I'm just not sure. We got a Misdirection, another great counter spell for Commander. It's free, quote, quote. You exile something else. It's like Force of Will, and then you're able to play it. Love using that. Utvara Hellkite. That's pretty sweet art. I know it's new for this plane. I forget which plane this is. But they're doing the different art style for showcase for the different planes, and we'll see that with some of these that we haven't gone to yet. But Utvara Hellkite's a great card for the Commander tribal decks. We have Kogla, the Titan Ape. I'm particularly fond of using this guy in Commander. ETB comes into play, fights a creature, usually destroys something. When he attacks, you destroy a target artifact or enchantment, so he just keeps wiping out their board presence. Pretty good guy. And then you can, if you have humans in your deck, you can just make it harder to remove them. Ooh, we got a Nyx Bloom Agent, and that Halo foiling on him does look very sweet with that showcase Starfield art. Oh man, pretty sweet. I do like that, and that's a great card for Commander. We have a Joyra, the Weatherlight Captain, a very common commander and used in Commander decks. Casting historic spells is pretty common. And our bonus card, we have a Sedge Sliver in the full art foil. Another sweet card for the Sliver tribal decks. I don't know if necessarily it's worth a whole ton. Alright, so we got 3 slivers out of those. Let's see what we get in our last one. This is the Cool Ocean Breeze. And it is only traditional foil, it says. Although the showcases didn't say they were going to be Halo foil, so I wonder if they'll signify them being Halo foil in the future. Okay, so this is definitely normal foiling. Yeah, all 4 boxes were in the plastic packaging instead of the paper, so no clue if it's just based on some random factor or what. I'm personally, from an opening standpoint, a bigger fan of the paper, but I do agree that plastic protects you better from weather elements. Alright, we have Yawan, Cephalid Empress. This is kind of a funny one if you happen to also be playing against another mono blue commander deck or mostly blue commander deck, because, oh, your opponents can't cast blue creature spells. Womp, womp, womp. Definitely locks some people out of the game. We have a Master of Waves, another card for those blue decks. I know a particular old shop owner of mine who was a big fan of playing merfolks and raved about his Master of Waves crushing people. We have Thassa, Deep Dwelling, another strong card for your commander that end of turn trigger, being able to flicker something and get those ETBs is very powerful. Thassa's Oracle, the bane of many commander games and seen in so many other formats like Modern and Legacy. It's just a very strong and easy win con. I personally don't play it in Commander, but then again, I don't play much CDH or other style decks anymore, so if this is up your boat, if you like playing that type of high competitive format-ish with Commander, definitely pick this up. It's always a strong inclusion to your deck. And lastly, we got a Root Slipper, so we didn't get a 5th card in that one. It's always surprising sometimes when we go from 4 cards to 5 cards, like where they decide 3 cards sometimes. The decision on what we get for how many cards in any Secret Lair definitely seems arbitrary at best. And yeah, Root Sliver for the Sliver. Don't know what this guy's value is, to be honest. I know it's, I mean, making your slippers not be able to be countered is definitely good depending on your meta group. Again, with secret layers, I'm happy to pick these up if I see something that I definitely need or want to use. You know, I'm a big fan of using Questing Beast and Walking Ballista and some of these other cards. If you're going for straight value, though, you got to kind of analyze the cards that are coming out a little bit better. See if they've had a foil printing already or if it's going to be worth the investment. Thank you for joining me, Planeswalkers. I'm always glad to have you here. Like, share, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you here on the next video.